I trained for a scenario like this my entire life. But it's worse than anything we could have imagined.
Hey guys, Spartan 117GW here, and today on Tactical Gearheads we're going to be talking about a loadout for one of the hottest new games, Tom Clancy's The Division. So the first part of my loadout is the PTS gas blowback Masada. This is one of the rifles that's featured in the Division game. It's actually pretty interesting because they actually have the Fortis shift vertical grip in the game as well. So I have that here on the gun, kind of gives me a little bit of stability, another way to kind of grip the platform. Now on this side of the gun, what I have is a Inforce Weapon Mad Light from Haley Strategic. This gives me 200 lumens of throw and output, which is actually really good for using inside dark and closed spaces because it's not so bright that it'll blind you, but it gives you enough lume. So basically you can kind of scan and see what you're looking at without basically kind of drastically too much affecting your natural night vision. So it definitely comes in handy if you're searching like an abandoned office building or warehouse in like New York in the dark zone. Also have a IR invisible laser system on here. It's a GMP D-balls. Gives me something to kind of direct fire because it has the laser capability. And if I was using night vision, I would also be able to use it as well. Also have a new muzzle device. This is the PTS Hammer Comp. Overall kind of changes the look and the front profile and gives it something unique. The optic that I'm using is an Acog. What's kind of cool about this one is it is 4 times magnification, illuminated, and this one also has a ghost ring kind of iron sight on top. So if something happens to my optic, or if I just need something to quickly reference where I'm aiming, I can look through the ghost ring and use that as a point of reference to generally have a gauge of where I'm aiming. What's really cool is that it's completely ambidextrous. It's got a whole modular system where you can change the position of the charging handle, the bolt release and the magazine release are both ambidextrous on both sides of the platform, as well as the selector. And what's also cool is that the whole front handguard, as well as the stock, can both be swapped out, both with the rail system here, and the stock can be switched out with a full one-piece stock or a precision stock as well. So that covers the gun. Now let's get on to the gear. So what's cool about the Division is that the uniforms and the loadouts that are in the game are very urban-esque and post-apocalyptic in some sort of way, but in a very urban, kind of abandoned New York setting. So what you basically have is, in the game you have different ball caps and beanies and stuff. Typically the beanies kind of like the popular or more visually iconic option with the Division loadout because that's what the main character wears. He also wears a brown jacket. This is a brown leather jacket. It's a reproduction leather, but it's a nice jacket that kind of gives you that look, and it also comes with a hoodie to kind of complete that in New York kind of look. What's really cool though is when you get to the bag. Now in the game there's a variety of different sling bags. I've gone with the Tactical Tailor bag right here. This is basically a lightweight assault pack essentially. There's different versions of it between Grey Ghost, Mil-Spec Monkey, this is Tac Tailor. They're all based on the same bag essentially. But there's a couple different zipper options. As you can see, there's Molly on the main face and on the side. I have my little medical pouch here for little emergency things that I may or may not need out in the field. I got some chem lights. Also happen to have my little breather mask right here attached, just in case you happen to walk in the dark zone. You're gonna need to don that so you can breathe. Also got the Division patch, which is really cool. The Sling Bag is nice because you can easily get to things that you need, but you can throw it around the back. It just allows for adaptability and kind of being able to keep up with the pace of how hectic things get on. Because if you use a traditional 2-strap system, you're gonna have to move the whole system around or take it off or whatever. But with a system like this, where the straps can actually reconfigure, and you can take it from a 2-strap backpack into a 1-strap sling bag, you can bring it around. Maybe you have a concealed handgun in there, or maybe you need to put something in there, or like an objective, or you gathered some intel or whatnot. It's actually really, really handy. It's a good amount of space. You can even clip it to a plate carrier if you want, which you don't necessarily have to, but it's a very, very modular bag. That's one of the reasons why I like it. I have it in wolf gray. It's very kind of clandestine color. All right, for eye pro, because we all know eyeballs don't grow back, I'm running Oakley M frames. These are the 3.0s with the prism lenses, which is really cool because it gives me adaptability for daytime conditions. One thing that's also cool about the M frames is that you can clip on a helo kit if full seal is required. I've had very good experience with these. I mean, they're great for duty, they're great for cosplay, and of course they're also great for airsoft. So just remember, kids, eyeballs don't grow back and you only get one set. Now, the gloves that I'm using are the Mechanics Fast Fits. The Fast Fits are kind of my favorite of the whole selection of the tactical line of gloves that they have. These, of course, are in Wolf Gray. It's really cool. It's a new color they just came out with. They have good dexterity, they're reliable, they're cheap. What I love about the Fast Fits is you don't have to mess with Velcro or anything like that. You just slide them on, and with these pulls, you make sure they're nice and snug, and you're good to go. And of course, for the Division, Mechanics gloves are the official glove from the video game. So make sure you guys check that out and keep your eye out, because it's a really nice, cool little detail. Now, what's interesting about this loadout is how ammo is stored. In the game, it's kind of oriented a certain way where everything's kind of hidden in pouches and stuff like that. But of course, for Airsoft, you kind of want something a little more practical. So I'm running an Hsgi Leg Rig. They run a different variety of leg rigs in the game, but the Hsgi Leg Rig really works for me. It's adaptable. You can pretty much put anything you want in it. It gives me access to 2 rifle magazines and pistol mags, or a Gerber or multi-tool very quickly. It's easy to don and it doesn't move around because it sits really high on the leg. Now for the pants, I'm actually running some pretty, tactical but kind of clandestine looking pants. Basically, they're the Kryptek urban pants. Extremely lightweight, which actually makes it really nice if you're running around, because they're not really thick and heavy duty. So basically, it just keeps you, very lightweight and very breathable. Now, when it comes to knee pads in the game, there's a wide variety of things that you can use. Hatch knee pads work really cool. They have a cool look to them. They're aesthetically pleasing, and they work pretty well. For boots, I have original SWAT Hawks. What I really love about these, they have a side zip, very faceted on, extremely comfortable. I've pretty much been using these almost every day. Original SWAT's been making really great boots for a long time. Really great company, and the quality is definitely outstanding, because I've definitely beat these up. But that's what I'm going to be running for this loadout from the Division. I want to thank you guys for watching GITV, and I'll see you guys online on the Division. Be sure to get your tickets for BB Wars Episode 5 Water Wars, sponsored by PTS Syndicate. I'll be playing, so I'll see you there.
Alright, so I want to start off first with the gun I'll be using for the game. It's a KWA KM16 BR. It's mostly stock. I did add a couple of things here and there. I added the G&G Armament SR25 rail system onto it with a VFC PEC box, NC Star compact bipod, a GMP front sight, and with the old generation Echo 1